a hot, dense state that nearly 14 billion years ago expansion started. Wait, the earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool, Neanderthals developed tools, we built a wall. We built the pyramids. Math, science, history, unraveling the mystery that all started with a big bang.
Honey, you know, now that Leonard and I are married, it kind of makes sense that we actually live together.
So that's all this day was? A plan to butter me up before delivering bad news?
Come on, buddy.
Now, I thought we were friends. You asked for a sip of my icy. If you'd had your own straw, I might have said yes.
Sheldon, please, we already feel bad about this.
Yeah, you know what they don't sell at the Container Store? Something large enough to contain my disappointment. Although, if anyone did, it would be them. Perhaps I could find someone better than Leonard. Someone I could rub in his face. Chris Pratt's all the rage right now. Wonder how he'd feel about taking the smaller bedroom.
Hey.
Hey. You know who'd be the perfect roommate?
Gandalf, but he's a smoker. Initial here to acknowledge that you've returned your key. As my future neighbor, I'd like you to have a key. Initial here to acknowledge you received it. I appreciate your interest in the apartment. I just need to ask you a few standard questions.
Sure.
It says here you're a chemist. Which element on the periodic table do you feel is too big for its britches?
Is that supposed to be a joke?
Looks like argon's not the only one with an attitude problem. In general, would you say that you smell better, worse, or the same as you do right now? I was going to ask you what is the best fruit, but then I realized what I want to ask you is why is there a Band-Aid on your forearm? But then I realized what I really want to ask you is can you just go?
Wait, you actually think it's 2003?
No, just because I'm living my life like it was 12 years ago doesn't mean I'm delusional. And since it is 2003, I don't know who you are. So please exit the premises before I call the police on my stylish new flip phone. Hello, 2003.
Hey, we brought you time. Where is everything?
In my present, it's in the future. In your present, it's been crammed in the bedroom by an enterprising young man I met in the Home Depot parking lot.
Maybe instead of Leonard moving in with me, we just leave things the way they are. And sometimes we'll sleep over there, and sometimes we'll sleep over here.
But mostly here.
Sure.
What about what you said in the restaurant?
Well, it's not forever, it's just for a little while. If you want, we could think of him like he's our dog.
You can. I'm happy when you come home, and I'm scared of fireworks. By the way, on July 4th, we're all sleeping here.
Fine.
All right, great. Just give me 1 minute and I'll get started on a new roommate agreement. Yeah, nothing from Pratt. We're good. And I would imagine it meets many of our personal criteria for a sport.
It's indoors, so no sunscreen.
No throwing, no catching, no running.
No gym shorts that can be yanked down.
Or worse, up.
Preach.
And as an added bonus, the word touche comes from fencing. It'd be our only opportunity to use it in a non-metaphorical sense.
What about a game of tag on a French schoolyard?
Ah, touche. I'm looking forward to him teaching us glove slapping.
What?
You know, when my honor is insulted and I need to challenge someone to a duel by slapping them across the face with my glove.
When was your honor insulted?
My last physical.
Again, that doctor didn't insult your honor, just checked your prostate.
Excuse me. I'm recovering from a recent breakup, and I'm told asking out another woman might make me feel better. And as Ash Ketchum said to Pikachu, I choose you.
What?
It's a Pokemon reference.
I don't know what that means.
Well, we gave it a shot. How about you?
I'm married, and I'm her grandmother.
Ah, what might have been. And you, give my regards to Barnum and Bailey. I smell funny. I taste salty.
Just sweaty from exercise.
I'm kind of delicious. I wonder how many licks it would take to get to the center of me.
I know it only takes one doctor's finger.
Be honest. If the shoe was on the other foot, would you do this for me?
Yes.
Not a chance.
What are you doing?
He said be honest, so I was honest. Didn't your mother tell you? It's the best policy. So what do you say?
Hell no.
He could have softened the blow.
Oh, hey, I just heard back from the liquid helium guy.
What's he say?
He's got what we need and can meet us tonight.
You really? You know I don't like buying things at night. January 7th, 2009, I went to the Ralphs at 11:30 p.m. to pick up Cracklin' O'Brien from the morning, and what did I see?
The man restocking the cereal shelf.
That's right, and what did he do?
He handed you the box directly and called you Stretch.
Ugh, it's like it was yesterday.
Hey.
What's up?
I'm Leonard. This is my
I'm
friend.
Skippy Kavanaugh.
Great. You got the cash?
Yeah. No,
Well,
right here.
no, hold on. How do we know that you're not going to take the money and drive away?
What you doing, Skippy?
Exactly what 1970s television crime dramas have taught us. You give us the helium first.
Oh, how do I know you're not going to drive away without paying me?
Guess I'm not the only one to watch 70s television crime dramas. Uh-oh.
What?
Well, did you see this sticker?
What is it?
It's partially torn off, but the segment that remains reads property of and the letter U.
It's probably USC or UCLA.
Yeah, but what if it's property of U.S. government? There's a national helium reserve in Amarillo, Texas. If this was stolen from there, we're accessories to a federal crime.
Let's not jump to conclusions. A lot of things start with U.
That's true. There's the U.S. Air Force, U.S. Department of Defense, U.S. Navy. You and I are going to jail.
Listen, we can do the experiment as planned and beat the Swedish team to the punch, or we can kiss our dreams goodbye because we were too afraid to break a few rules. Ma'am?
Hello, Amy. It's Sheldon. Yeah, I know that we're broken up, but I'm leaving this message because I thought perhaps you'd like to watch me be interviewed for a documentary about Mr. Spock. Or, as I like to call it, a Spockumentary. Yeah, I'm going to use that joke in the interview, so try to laugh like you're hearing it for the first time. You know, hysterically. And with a tinge of sadness that I'm no longer in your life. The first episode of Star Trek, the original series I ever saw was the Galileo 7. Spock had just landed on the planet Taurus 2. Then my brother came in, sat on my head, and said, "Eat farts." After that day, I was hooked. On Star Trek, not my brother's sphincter-based cuisine.
What was it about Spock that appealed to you?
I think the same thing that appeals to people everywhere. And the dream of a cold, rational world entirely without human emotion. Spock came from a planet governed only by logic. You know, on Vulcan, when your brother asks, "Why are you hitting yourself?" the answer is, "Well, I'm not. Well, you're moving my arm." To which he says, "Fascinating." And then you both watch educational television.
Can we see the napkin?
Of course. Excuse me. This will just take a moment.
When did we get a wall safe?
When there was no more room in the floor safe.
When did we get a floor safe?
When we got the security camera.
There's a security camera?
Aquaman, protecting your home since 2012.
Oh my God, we've done things on that couch.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me.
Dana feels he isn't that dangerous. What makes you right and a trained psychiatrist wrong?
Because she feels. I don't. All I know is logic.
Yeah, right. You can just shut your feelings off. There goes television lying to us again. We let you raise our children, and this is the thanks we get. Hey, good news, everybody. Now that I'm no longer with Amy, I have an extra ticket to the annual Thanksgiving lunch buffet at the aquarium cafeteria. Who wants it? You realize you won't be going alone. I'll be there the whole time, providing fish and pilgrim facts. Can you people hear me? Hello.
Hi. Ready for the aquarium?
I am. And in an effort to reduce awkwardness as we learn how to function as friends, I printed out a list of safe topics for polite conversation.
That makes you more comfortable.
If there were a list of things that make me more comfortable, lists would be on the top of that list. Okay, now, since last we spoke, have you acquired any pets?
No. You?
No. Since last we spoke, have you planned or gone on any vacations?
I might go visit my aunt next week.
Your aunt in Modesto?
No, the one in Bakersfield.
Bakersfield, I see. Where has this list been all my life? You know, for a Thanksgiving buffet and an aquarium cafeteria, that was really bad.
You're just upset because they ran out of pilgrim hats.
Well, they gave one to that baby. He wasn't even awake.
Well, it wouldn't be a holiday without you being mad at a baby. Okay, your turn. Seal, hagfish, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Well, I'd befriend SpongeBob, but he's not real, so I can't do that, can I?
But you can pal around with a hagfish?
Hey, let's not pull at that thread. Okay, I'll fight SpongeBob because he's so friendly we'll just end up tickling each other. I'll befriend the seal because he's trainable, which was the problem I'm having with my current friends. Which means I'll have to eat the hagfish.
Isn't that gross? I mean, a hagfish can produce enough mucus to fill a bucket in a minute.
I know. Makes its own gravy, it'll slide right down.
I miss this.
How can you miss a game you've never played before, silly?